Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Friday, May 29th. Hope you're ready for a great weekend. Got a great workout for you today, so let's get right after it. Our warm-up today, we're going to start out with our dynamic range of motion. Get in some good, big stretches. Get everything moving. Make sure you get that blood pumping and get those joints ready to do some work. Once we get that, we're going to hit 3 rounds. 5 Spider-Man reach. That's where we're in a lunge. The same leg that's forward and the same arm. Try to touch the ground with your elbow and then point to the ceiling. We're going to get 5 on each side. And then we're going to move into 10 V-ups. I'm a professional V-upper, so pay attention at this. You lay back, you come up, and then touch your feet. If you can't do that, you'll start here, and you'll bring your knees up to your chest. And if you can't do that, you can hold a hollow rock or just do some straight leg sit-ups. Once we're done with our V-ups, we'll have 20 banded pull-aparts. Remember, on the banded pull-apart, the goal here is to touch your hands so that your shoulders completely open, and then pull it as wide as you can, closing your shoulders. That way we get nice, big movement through them with a little bit of resistance. Don't have a band? Let's grab some change plates, like 2.5s or 5s. 10s if you got them, if it's comfortable for you. And let's do some reverse flies. Same motion, little bit of resistance with that weight. Don't have light weights? Let's grab a single dumbbell or kettlebell and get some rows on each side. 10 each. I apologize for the mower if you can hear them. Once we get done with that, 10 kneeling unilateral press. That's where one leg is forward and the opposite hand has a weight. We're going to press over the top of the head, prepping our shoulder for the next piece, shoulder and elbows. On this movement, really focus on keeping your rib cage down and pulled tight so that you're not overarching on the press. And we'll get 10 of those on each side for 3 rounds. Probably should take about 10 minutes through that warm-up. Once we're done, we have some intervals today. This is for the folks with rowers. So row them if you got them. We have 5 rounds, 500-meter row, and then 10 double kettlebell push jerks. If you don't, or excuse me, double dumbbell push jerks. You can use kettlebells if you don't have 2 dumbbells. The idea today is if you have 2, you got them. Now I'm going to throw a wrinkle at you. If you have both, you can do both, right? Just a little different. So, 2 of different objects is what I mean. But for today's case and purpose, let's just assume we have 2 dumbbells. So we're going to do a 500-meter row, and each interval is for time. So you want to hit it pretty quick. It's only 10 push jerks, which for the most part we should be able to handle with what weights that we have. For me, sitting here, the only doubles that I have are 40s. That should be plenty. You'll be tired from rowing, but you should make it just fine. Remember, on the push jerk, that's where we are jumping and dropping beneath. I want it to be a defined push jerk. That's the purpose. If you don't have 2 of anything, just use 1 and hit 10 on the right, 10 on the left. If you'd like to use a barbell instead, go ahead and do that. But we're going to do a weight that allows you to get all 10 without putting the weight down. If you have to break, it's too heavy. After your round, we're going to take a 2-minute rest. Now, for those that are rowing, it's going to be a little bit harder for you because you're pulling. If you don't have a rower, of course, we're going to run. So a 400-meter run, knock that out, get back, and hit that. You're going to feel it a little bit more in the legs because of the run versus the rowers, right? The rowers will still feel it in their legs, but they're going to feel it up in their shoulders a little bit more from all that pulling. So, after each round, 2-minute rest, your score is your slowest round. So, don't dog them. And then, if you don't have any weight, today you're just going to do 5 rounds of either a row or a 400-meter run. I'd argue you may not have a rower if you don't have any weight. So 400-meter run, and then 30 push-ups with a 2-minute rest. Goal here is to get through those push-ups as fast as you can. Slowest time still. Once you're done with that, get some stretches in. You might do some bar hangs if you have them to offset some of that pulling and pushing. And then, yeah, make sure you rest up. Hit the HomeWOD if you want and get ready for a great weekend. And I hope that you have a great Friday.